Mr. Chairman.
Pull it right to you now, please.
There we go. Good. Thank you. I support H.R. 1581. I retired from the United States Forest Service in 2006 after successfully completing 34 years of public service. During my time with the Forest Service, I served in a variety of professional and administrative positions, including acting Deputy Forest Supervisor and a District Ranger for 15 years. I'm a professional forester and have been a member of the Society of American Foresters for approximately 35 years. While with the Forest Service, I participated on the command staff of several national interagency incident management teams that respond to significant natural and human-caused disasters, including catastrophic wildfire. I personally worked on these dangerous fire lines and have mourned the deaths of fellow firefighters. During my career, I've witnessed substantial acreage of National Forest System lands reallocated from a multiple-use category into more restrictive designations termed specially designated areas. Since the time of the Wilderness Act, the Wild and Scenic Area Act, the Forest Service Roadless Area Conservation Final Rule, and the state petitions for inventoried roadless area management final rule, over 95 million acres, or over 50% of the 193 million acre National Forest and Grassland System is in wilderness, wild and scenic rivers, and inventory roadless areas. On the Sequoia National Forest where I hired, only 22% of this 1.1 million acre forest currently remains in multiple use. As one of those district rangers that had their hands tied, and as a former local federal land manager, this conspicuous imbalance concerns me for the following reasons. One, most recreation visitor use occurs on multiple use designated lands. With an ever-increasing population of visitors being confined to a shrinking mobile land base, adverse consequences occur such as unintended resource damage, increased conflicts between visitors, and additional law enforcement problems. Two, specially designated areas significantly diminish the enjoyment of public lands by limiting and/or prohibiting the responsible use of motorized and mechanized equipment such as off-road vehicles and mountain bikes. Three, individuals with physical disabilities and older Americans have difficulty or be denied access to a large portion of their public lands due to the lack of roaded access. This adverse situation will only intensify as millions of baby boomers will be retiring over the next couple decades. Four, specially designated areas do limit federal land management agencies from adequately treating vast acreages of land that are overstocked with these and other vegetation which contribute to the risk of catastrophic attack by insects, disease, and wildfire. Americans lose the benefit of byproducts from these silvicultural treatments in the form of thin trees that contribute to the nation's need for wood fibers such as dimensional lumber, wood chips, and other wood products. Healthy forests and wood fiber are of critical importance to our nation's economy and livelihood. In conclusion, Congress and the U.S. Forest Service made a commitment to the American people that when the Roadless Area Review was accomplished, those lands not suitable for additional congressionally designated wilderness would revert back to multiple use. Congress and the U.S. Forest Service need to meet their commitments. The U.S. Forest Service is equipped to manage and conserve multiple use lands in perpetuity as guided by the National Environmental Policy Act of '69 and by each forest, land, and resource management plan and accompanying environmental impact statement as required by Forest and Land Renewable Resources Planning Act of 1974 as amended. H.R. 1581 is a well-thought-out piece of legislation because it helps get the agencies out of their current analysis paralysis, which they're often in, and because it supports moving those lands into the nation's wilderness preservation system that truly have special characteristics, while releasing back into multiple use those lands that have no special attributes deserving a wilderness classification. Multiple use lands provide more Americans with the widest variety of resource and social benefits. Multiple use lands best exemplify the Forest Service's time-tested principle of the greatest good for the greatest number of people in the long run. Thank you.
Thank you very much.